It can't possibly be that funny.
Oh, you wanna fuck?
You gotta be out of your goddamn mind if you think I'm letting a little lima bean, peanut mini-me, strawberry shortcake, built-ass nigga tap this premium grade ethernet cable-ass clitoris. Horny ass nigga. Go get some pussy, bro.
Krillin, you need to lock the fuck in, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck that was, but you was not in your fucking bag. You let that robot pussy get away. What the fuck is Ethernet cable?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean,
Baby, oh, that might be the funniest shit I've seen all day.
There are quite a few things the West.
Alright, and first thing I see is Haru Urara. This is some bullshit.
Some of
I already
those are
could.
due to the prominence of generally taboo things like incest and Rayona. But
Jace, what is your favorite lolly?
Oh, Beatrice. Oh my god. It's not even been 10 seconds and we mentioned Riona. Oh my god, this video is so Israeli.
among these taboos, one stands at the precipice of
Hi,
notoriety
Kana.
and controversy.
How are you doing?
Lollies, in their most simple pop culture definition, is a Japanese-style drawing of a person that has physical characteristics of a child. They may not actually need to be
Hi,
a child,
Shinobu.
just that they can include
Hi,
childlike
Kana.
appearances and traits like a squeaky voice,
Kobayashi.
rattiness, or energeticness.
Rattiness. Oh my god, kill this nigga. This nigga's Slavic. Kill him. Oh my god, this nigga is Slavic. Kill him.
The intention for this type of character is to be cute. Aggression-inducing, blood-pumping, annoyingly cute. But of course, just like literally anything else in the world, something cute was bound to be sexualized. And because of the popularity of such, those who are unfamiliar with Eastern culture may find it off-putting. Over in the West, these concepts are demonized. See, if the average adult man asks
Hi,
you
girl
to explain
from,
what a lolly
what's
is,
it called?
you'd probably get
Fuck.
weird looks at best and get the cops called on you at worst.
No, not
Even if
Biori.
lollies are not
Hi,
sexualized,
Shinobu.
because of the sheer amount of it, even in series where there isn't anything lewd, it's not difficult to see why people look at it that way.
I love
The next few sentences will be
Nigga, why is
oversimplified
Princess
and are
Bubblegum
formed
here?
based on personal observation. So
She's
take it with as
13
much
years
salt as you
old.
need. I don't really have any research paper to back it up, but I think the reason for this divide is because
Hi,
of how
Gumball.
fiction is
Hi,
consumed
girl
and
who had a
perceived
move.
by
Hi,
both
Claire.
cultures.
That's her name,
I
I
think
think.
the West generally looks at fiction as a reflection of reality. They wish for it to be as grounded as possible, to be created with realism and real-world rules.
This nigga needs to kill himself. This is some bullshit. They want it to be as grounded as possible, and he shows background footage of Fallout 4.
And consequences in mind. Just as they think that violence in fiction encourages young people to be violent
Byron.
IRL, they think that attraction to fictional young
Byron.
people
He said Byron.
is attraction to the young, regardless, that it undermines efforts against exploitation and loosely attempts to normalize or fetishize it. And because they think fiction is pinned to reality, attraction to fictional children is a pipeline leading to probable or actual pedophilia. And you know
I have
what?
no clue
There
what you're
have
talking
been
about.
actual lolicons that did try to assault or kidnap and do all sorts of things with actual children. Whereas, in the East, fiction is a reflection of one's imagination, wild and untested.
So you're imagining yourself beating on little girls and raping them, because that's what Rayona is. It's abuse, and then, you know, since lollies are children, that's statutory rape.
Created with as much flair, mythicality, and aura in mind. That fiction has minimal real-world consequences, a world where you can think or create of anything. What you like in fiction does not correlate to what you like in reality.
I don't
Just
remember
like
your
how
name.
some women fantasize or consume about fictional grape does not really want to be graped, so too are lolicons not necessarily attracted to actual children.
Hi,
Though the
War
inverse
Archive
can be true,
characters.
being a lolicon is not a big factor for pedophilia. I mean, you look at the people suspected to be in the Epstein list and try to point out which among those like lollies or even anime, chief. And if you censor one genre of media that is loosely controversial, then why not censor all of them? But all of this only pertains to fiction and reality. What if
Citing
you put this
Epstein
discussion
is
into a marriage
truly
of both? VTubing, a weird twilight zone of reality and fiction, the place where creators break
Citing
dance on the
Epstein
thin,
is
blurry
surely
line
a,
and making that the core of their appeal and content. What is then the end result? Before I proceed with this whole thing, I feel like I need to say what my stance is on the matter just so you can know ahead of time that there is a bit of a bias in this video. I don't really care about lollies, not really into the body type or the content, but I think they're welcome because they're just fiction. I separate my fiction and my reality. It's not something I choose to do. It's just hardwired into my brain.
This is like
And I'm
such
gonna guess
an
a lot of
Israeli
people
video.
are too.
I
A lot
don't
of people
really
don't-
care. I don't really, bro. Don't worry, bro. I promise you, I don't really care about lollies. That's why I made an 18-minute video saying that the West is trying to cancel my beautiful Kani content, my blue bunny Kani archive. It's like that screenshot I have on my computer of Irish Hitler D. Pedophilia equals bad, and then fucking the guy with the Degassi Cream the Rabbit art porn as his profile picture says you equals wrong, and also transgender.
I consider Haru Orara as a lolly, and that's why she's my daughter. This debate goes beyond fandoms, reaching.
Okay,
into
I
social
recognize
media
this song, but
landscape,
that's a
the
controversial.
academic
That's a
even
very
among
Israeli take.
corporations
I'm not gonna
and
lie to you.
governments. There is a popular story going around Cyberpunk Edge Runners. You see, CD Projekt Red was heavily against the idea of Rebecca being in the cyberpunk world. A lolly does not belong, they said, for some reason. Their Japanese animation partner,
Nigga, I'm not gonna
Trigger,
lie, I cracked the
wasn't
shit out
having
of
any of
Rebecca.
it and refused to change Rebecca's design or place in it. The lolly must stay, they said, and yet Rebecca became one of the most memorable characters in the show, and people argue whether or not she even constitutes as a lolly. To many people, her brash and violent attitude doesn't really make her a lolly, but as a petite woman. Others insist that she is a lolly, not just because of Studio Trigger's
That's a
insistence,
beautiful
but because of
walking
her
cycle.
design
I'm not gonna lie.
comparatively to all
It's like the
other
fucking
females in the show.
SpongeBob Lost
As well as
episode.
Her attitude is just
That's
what
it,
happens
just
when
a
regular
bunch of
lolly
walking
is thrown
cycles.
into a violent world. Another situation. Comiket, the world's biggest fan convention,
Oh, yeah,
a gathering
Comiket.
to celebrate fiction.
I already
born
know
and
what
led
we're
by
gonna talk
Japan.
about.
Well, it was under fire from the UN recently for allowing lollies to be displayed and for being an actual genre, saying that it's generally harmful material. And in response to this, actual Japanese officials told them to go fuck themselves.
What's the blonde nigga from Hunter x Hunter Kurapika? Evil Kurapika, and then anime glazers when you tell them that their favorite country has a sex and CP problem.
That this is legal as it does not involve real people and that it is under the realms of creative and artistic expression.
I have a screenshot. I seen the screenshot before from this dojin, where it's like, man, you're really doing the most to see a fourth grader's pussy, huh? And, you know, I think about that from time to time.
Though legal or not, many platforms seek to still censor such media. If you're a gooner, you might have noticed that a lot of Western
that
hentai
Otaku
streaming
Versus?
platforms like Hentai Ocean, H-Anime,
no.
or
No, it's
Hentai
the
Haven
Oops.
once had the lolly and
I sound
shonta
like a
genre,
fucking idiot
but have
now.
since then been removed. And it's not exclusive to streaming sites. Reddit,
Walmart is
Patreon, Twitch, and a
racist!
lot of other social medias and websites are having none of it. Heck, this video is risky enough as it is, because YouTube might fuck me over. And this is so because the West is actively taking steps to make the existence of lollies at least restricted, but at worst, no longer legal. So again, what does this mean for VTubers? Which side of the debate holds more weight? Bars. The West discovered the culture and concept of VTubers very much later than Japan. Yes, motion tracking hardware and software and even animated models was a thing for a long time here, but it wasn't VTubing.
Why does this
as we know
animation
it
look
right
like
now.
Agent Red Girl?
VTubing first came to the West in a spectacularly massive boom with the introduction of Hololive, which served to introduce fans to the
Agent
medium
Red Girl
and
is
the
the
culture.
Futanari ads. if you
Many
don't know,
women
by the
took a
way.
liking to that concept. Some women find representation in lollies and translate that into VTubing because yes, a lot of women are short
I would just like to say that the person who does Sameko Saba, since she's been getting more and more kid like, From Senzawa to Gura to Saba, she's just been becoming more and more of a little baby child.
and petite. In fact, so many Asian women look so young that people can often mistake them as a child, which further adds as to why the East is more okay with it. A lot of other VTubers also find their identity as a lolly because maybe that's just how they are personality and appearance-wise. And that would be the case of literally the most popular VTuber in the world and the face of the industry. Gargura, a very clear
Hey,
textbook
speak of the
lol
devil.
who was more than open in the sexualization of herself. She would make cheeky references. Her animated short featured her naked 80% of the time, and she had this popular taunt against anti-lolicons.
What, are you scared of a little four-letter word?
The popularity of Gura herself is a statement, and we'll get back to what this statement is later. And of course, the West's defiance to this movement
Damn it, I recognize that show. I know I
would soon
recognize
come.
it.
And at first, it came in the form of Brittany Venti, who was entirely against what Gura stood for. She threw a video basically disavowing and calling out this sort of
Predators
thing
and porn
playing the
addicts are
internet,
extremely
and
violent in this video.
well, VTuber fans didn't like that and proceeded to return her sentiments against her tenfold. That's not all. Resistance to this movement also
Wow, she really proved their point. Oh, hello, Neanders. I sure do hope we don't have a certain past that we condemn but then still benefit from to this day, including certain attributes of our character that we still, I mean, I guess it would be wrong and pretty porn-addled to say that since she doesn't have big boobs, she's a lolly, but you know, I feel like Neanders is going for a certain aesthetic with her VTuber model.
came in the form of another fellow VTuber, Neanders.
Everyone's
For a
counting
while,
on me
she was 4chan's
to
biggest
cheer them
darling
up
due
and
to
give
her
them
content.
lots of
She
energy.
would make lolly-related content, post
we
relevant for their
in
time,
the big
edgy
year
humor.
2025.
Then she
we
flipped the switch
still
on all that she
bump
previously was.
Pump
After an
Kimochi. We
enlightenment
still listen to
rainbow
that.
shower
All
from
of us.
Tumblr, she would disavow lollies and her previous fanbase, saying they were all weirdos and saying how it was basically pedophilia. And this was seen as a massive hypocritical stance because she clearly had a lolly imagery, a lolly voice, and lolly
I mean,
themes.
come on, we can
As
still see
VTubing
her
expanded,
collarbones.
more casual normie fans of anime took a liking to VTubing, found all this lolly shit, and didn't like it. It's not just fans, but it was also aspiring VTubers. Camilla, a now popular VTuber, once shared the same sentiment Neanders. In fact, she didn't just disavow lolicons, she actively attacked Shondo, a lolly VTuber once upon a time, because she thought, well, starting drama was the best way to grow. Chibidoki would call out lolicons and lolly enjoyers, equating them again to weirdos and saying how they were all yucky. And they would dodge the allegations by saying that the model that they have is chibi, not lolly, which in my opinion, a big fat cope. But regardless, they would walk back on this stance years later due to public backlash because they made this whole grand stand about how lolly equals bad, but then they benefited from being borderline or actual lollies or wanted to partake in lolly
not
adjacent
Israeli,
activities,
Skutera is.
or even maybe they just realized lolly culture wasn't all that bad.
Thank you for that
And
rap.
it's
King.
hard not to see why. Chibidoki looks straight up like a lolly, and her figurine that was going to be released made it even more obvious. Whereas Camilla celebrated a milestone
Lolly,
with
lolly,
a lolly
kami,
Requiem post, a
I
song
did- wait, hold on.
Whereas
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Camilla's
Who invited this nigga? Who invited this nigga? Who invited? Nobody. He thought he think he invited. Oh, hey, hi next. Yeah, man, the incest edit. Yeah, hold on, let me go grab it. It's on my hard drive. Hey man, if it's coming low, come up the way your skin feels like my collarbone. I know, I stole that lie, steal all my lines to this guy named Ryan. Hey man, if it's coming low, come up the way your skin feels like my collarbone. I know, I stole that lie, steal all my lines to this guy named Ryan.
celebrated a
Who invited
Milestone.
dude over here? He's not even on sync. You're not even on sync. Your little shitty ass animation.
Cam-
You're not fucking. Ooey. I'm not gonna say ooey mama because I'm not a particularly big fan of her content. You know, but hey, it takes a lot to be a woman who's out as a lolicon.
Requiem post, a song that parodies how disgusting lollies are, but
it's not a parody, nigga. It's okay. We got another Israeli ass motherfucker here talking about something. This song's a parody. No, it's what we call mesugaki, which means shit kid.
it's obviously
This song's about jerking off to little girls, calling you a piece of shit pedophile.
a
And even knowing that, I still bump
song for lollies. In fact, while we're at it, let's talk about Lolikami Requiem.
Beam.
Would you believe me if I told you that the most famous
There's no way, bro. I show speed. There's no way, bro. This nigga put fucking needy streamer overdose over this shit. Kill yourself.
the entirety of VTubing was a song about lolicons? Well, at least before BB came out, but that's different. You would probably already believe me because it might have been stuck in your head at one point. Lolikami Requiem was a song made by Shigeru, a popular artist VTuber that is also a friend of Hololive Sanj. The song gained massive popularity in late 2023, not only because it was catchy, it had this cool, smooth, and repeatable dance animation that high-key was designed to be hypnotic and trendy. The lyrics describe of how lolicons are disgusting and kinda makes fun of them. It's an ironic song about how this lolly goddess is going to save these disgusting lolicons while taunting, being a brat, and overall doing stuff that invites the crying emojis. There was a debate about what this song stands for.
Guys, I promise you, I'm not a lolicon, I promise you.
Anti-lolicons were talking about how obviously this was some sort of clever backhanded slap towards lolicons, and how Shigeru Ui definitely hates lolicons, and how this was definitely anti-lolicon. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, these people are straight up wrong. In fact, they're tourists, and the bad kind. One speck of familiarity with Shigeru Ui's content or Japanese culture of reading.
She's like, she loves Comic Low! How do you think I know what fucking Comic Low is? Because of fucking Shigeru Ui! She loves Comic Low! This shit is
behind the lines and knowledge of popular Japanese tropes, and you'd instantly realize that this song is actually catering towards lolly enjoyers. The song, the lyrics, it's all filled with tropes that partake in that genre. Humiliation, the mesugaki behavior, the grape whistle blackmail. This has layers of irony in it that people unfamiliar with the genre or culture will misunderstand if taken at face value. This is the lolly equivalent of the hacker known as 4chan. And the best part was that this was just supposed to be an inside joke between her and her community. There was zero marketing in the song. Hololive songs get all the fuss and huge marketing with TVs and
hey man, I miss your collarbones. I love the way your skin feels on my collarbones.
Videos and shit like that, but this song? The growth was as organic as it can be, and that should mean something, because there are a growing number of people who refuse to acknowledge that. You see, the more I observe this industry, the more I see that the more politically active members are the most vocal about lolly content, and it makes a lot of sense. You know, the types of people who immigrated from Tumblr. They're the ones loudest against the movement, particularly Nijisanshi EN's fanbase. See, Niji EN's audience are primarily women, Twitter women. It's why they have more pull on Twitter than they do on their streams, even during their peak in 2022. The very political, performative, activist type of women. That's just the audience you get when members endorse and broadcast political stances, even the extreme kinds. It isolates existing audience members who may not share that kind of passion or vitriol or even the same opinion. And it also isolates company members. While the argument of filtering the audience can often be valid, the argument doesn't apply when that audience is extreme and cares more about what you say rather than what you make. Very bad for your numbers and sustainability. It affects everyone in your company even. And this leaning towards active political statements would eventually bite a certain and member who doesn't belong. Twisty Amanazoko, a now infamous VTuber who is loud and proud, a lolicon, and lolly herself. She would actively make fun of anti-lolicons and declare herself not apologetic for making incestuous lolly roleplay.
Hell no, support it says. Two cushions should not have sex. Two lollies should not 69. Whatever this VTuber's name is. Get the fuck out of my line. VTuber, you need to find Jesus. VTuber, you 7 years old, you sucking on penis. 7 years old, swallowing semen. Well, I know it has problems breathing. But
very based, I would say.
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
true VTuber who would use the potential of
Oh,
the medium to its fullest extent. And how does the Nijisanji eat an
not wrong.
audience
She
react?
did use the fullest. She did use
What
it
do you
to the
think?
fullest of her
There's an
extent.
entire saga about her, but I just wanted to quickly run down through the lolly stuff and exclude the other drama that was involved with her because they're not really relevant right now. In the same realm, loosely at least, Beatrice is a VTuber under Meriwether's Astro line, and as you can see, she is a lolly. She was supposed to have an 18 plus tag on her account, an explicit permission and willingness to be subjected to the internet's degenerate whims. And this was met with a lot of badness, to be subjected to
Okay,
the
that says
internet's
clips. I
degenerate
thought it said
whims.
cups.
And this
Hey,
was
can we
met
just,
with a
like-
lot of backlash
Okay,
for
Future
obvious
Jays, can you
reasons.
just, like,
But Astro
sprinkle
Line just
Rasat
cut that
saying
shit out altogether.
Connie
And
throughout
yes,
this whole
there
video,
were
just,
more
like, every now and
campaigns of
then.
tourists who would try to declare that lollies and lolicons have no place here in the VTuber industry. For some reason, some people
like
really
just
believe
like
that, but it's
whispering
not
in the
just
back of
these
your ear.
VTubers who were affected by the anti-lolly campaign. There are many such cases that I can't name right now, affecting different people both indie, corpo, big, and small. But
Hey,
the one
editing
last
Jace,
person
can you
that I
go
wanted
ahead
to
and
talk
put the
about
bar story
is
in?
Gargura.
Just
Now,
put the whole
Sameko Saba.
uncensored clip of the
Sameko
bar
Saba
story.
debuted with the biggest numbers in indie VTubing. She never lost her cum-buddies, and what do you know, she's even more lollier than she ever was as Gargura.
Hey, that's
Full-blown
what I
fan-
said. That's what I said like 10
So
minutes ago.
Tummy out the scale, full
Tummy. Really, nigga? You said tummy?
bounce.
Okay, yeah, kill
Connie
yourself.
crew.
Frusties. Connie crew.
What do you know? People are mad because how dare this lolly VTuber from Hololive become a lolly VTuber as an indie? For some reason, people really thought Gura was not a lolly or was not pro-lolly. They somehow got this impression that Gura wanted to.
Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and back up, because that word lollybait really be pissing me off, dude. Like, where's the bait? I think Sameko Saga is just for lollicons. I don't think there's any bait.
Or should have had an adult model. And now she was just lolly baiting? Heck, some Gura fans were genuinely surprised at this for some reason, when in reality, people that were paying attention and actually watched her this whole time knew that she was a lolly all along. This whole
Damn it,
time,
I'm a
throughout her
pedophile.
entire internet career even. And yeah, obviously, a lot of the people making these accusations are tourists. And this confusion, the genuine bewilderment,
Also, hey yo, who let the animator cook? Give this man his own restaurant. Also, they did not have to make a Predator diss track this fire. Okay.
it just kinda shows about how wrong they are and how they never truly understood this industry to begin with. How they never realized that Lolikami Requiem was a song about lollies. How they never realized that a lot of big people in this industry could technically count as a lolly. How Gura and many other people, big, small, corpo, indie, are and wanted to be lollies. And so, we end the recollection of major incidents that happened in the community. Looping back to the question, how does the debate around lollies affect VTubing? Well, it says that lollies are here to stay for the foreseeable
I
future,
agree,
come
lolly.
what backlash may. As Japanese culture continues to permeate throughout the world in the form of anime, so does its forms and even some of its cultures and behaviors. Yes, the world and the West will meet it with more fierce resistance, especially
This
from
Halloween,
a
I'm gonna
growing,
be an
younger,
arcade
more
fan.
westernized generation,
Black
especially
Klansman.
people who only watch pop anime but aren't really
Wait, what song? My bad. I forgot you're fragile. I forgot that people never even met me, told you I'm the asshole.
to the deeper stuff. But so will people realize that it's not as bad as it's demonized to be. I look back again at Camilla and Chibidoki's tweets basically admitting that their opinions were reactive and came from a lack of understanding. They were tourists at one point, not fully understanding
Amateur
VTubers or
Mormon
anime
wife
or the
and mother
culture
of
they
5. You want to see my naughty videos? You're not a Mormon, dude. What? What are you talking about? He gets clowned on for it hard, but have you not seen a Dax concert? It's all white people and them shits be full. That venue be full as fuck.
inhabit, and upon growing and realizing that, they turn to apologize. This is fascinating because I imagine this is how a lot of people who join the VTuber industry and consume its culture will become. How a lot of women in this industry will probably go through the same thing, and heck, perhaps other tourists too the longer they stay. Maybe some will find a middle ground and accept lollies as long as it's not sexualized. Maybe some will be okay with the sexualization. Maybe
Is this
lollies, with the West's
1984?
aggressive push to turn that off, will be completely censored in the future. But I believe this will stand by. VTubers borrow the culture, the community, and the connotations of anime. And for as long as anime will have lollies as a major part of its identity, so too will be the case in VTubing. I invite people who watch this video or may even resent lollies to be a bit more open-minded. Like I said, this is never going to go away anytime soon, so maybe try to coexist with it. Because in doing so, you really only isolate yourself from a major part of the industry. In doing so, you are more likely to have fun and engage in VTubing in all the ways it can be consumed, and all the shenanigans and all the community.
I'm sorry. I'll be graduating from Hololive on January 3rd.
Damn it, how do I block people on
The
YouTube?
reason for
Fuck.
my
Well, whatever.
graduation
This fucking YouTube channel is completely Israeli. Get this shit off my feed.